Welcome back, everybody. We're here with another Legacy video. We're playing some blue-white Show and Tell, Show and Tell Omniscience. It's a pretty popular deck right now. It's basically the similar Show and Tell to what has been good in Legacy for ages. Show and Tell, Omniscience, and then you get to play any spell in your deck. And the key spell we're looking for here is Cunning Wish, which can go get shared summons out of the sideboard. Shared summons can go get Gristlebrain and Emrakul, kill your opponent. We got some Force of Wills and some Spell Piercers to help protect our Show and Tells. We got full 12 cantrips. We got some Impulses as well. And then we have Teferis to kind of bridge the gap a little bit. Maybe bounce a hate piece your opponent has or prevent your opponent from casting counterspells. And that nice little addition here, Seagate Restoration. It acts as more mana sources, which is nice, but it's also just something good you can cast when you have Omniscience in play. So, interested in that. Sideboard has a few Cunning Wish targets. We have some Besages for the other counterspell decks, Surgical for the graveyard decks, Plow for Meddling Mage, Gag-Teeg, things like that. We have our own Meddling Mages, some bounce spells, and then again, just more stuff for the Wish board. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, and I will see you back in just a little bit for round number 1. Alright, everybody, we're here for round number 1 of this OmniTell League. What will be open on here? So we have... Not really sure. We have no 1-mana cantrip, we have no Force of Will, we have no white mana for Teferi. We have an Impulse that we can cast on turn 2. I think this hand's actually pretty bad. Nothing we can do early, no Show and Tell, no white mana, no Force of Will. I think this hand's just bad. This hand is probably better, but not by much. I think I keep this and ship it to Teferi, because I'm going to get an island with this to cast Brainstorm / Spell Pierce. Grove of the Burn Willows. Interesting. This is probably lands if I had to guess. Spell Pierce not the best against lands because their primary target is Life from the Loam, which Spell Pierce is not great against, but you can tag a Mox or an Exploration here and there. That would have been nice to draw last turn. I am going to get a little greedy here and cast Brainstorm and just try and find a land to cast this Preordain. I missed, it's obviously very bad, but... And I missed. Well, we're probably dead then. Rip. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to cast Preordain there. I still wouldn't have hit a land, to be fair. I would have bottomed. And... now they're going to port me, and I can't cast Preordain. So I'll have 6. Let me discard an Impulse. Yeah, discard an Impulse. The good news is, if our opponent doesn't present the clock, they might give us enough time where we can draw out of this, but we shall see. Ooh, they didn't port. That is very good for me. Not sure why they didn't do that, but... I mean, I would like to keep Force of Will, but I don't think I can afford to at this point. I think I have to try and find a land. Okay, that's not bad. There's a chance I might just be dead if they go for crop rotation, I guess. I guess that's why they didn't port me. I still really don't think I can afford to keep Force of Will there. I'm just going to get an island. If I let the port resolve, they can wasteland it, so I'm just going to get basic island. Miss Magus getting back-to-back Doomwake wins this morning. He was telling me about it. Ooh, good timing on their part. So now they're going to crop rotation, yeah. So now then on a Spell Pierce up. Makes sense. Get an island. This is not not going well for us, chat. The good news is if we draw a land, they might not port us. So land might win the game. There we go. We will cast Show and Tell. They could still port us. Right, yeah, exactly. But they didn't port us this turn because they wanted to go for the kill, right? I mean, I get it. It makes sense from their perspective, right? But they kind of had to assume that I had it rolled up if I was missing that many land drops. I don't know what this card does. Okay. Cutting Wish. Yes. Get shared summons. Yeah. Cast with Omniscience. We get the Gristlebrain and the Emrakul. And then we will cast both of them. Alright. You meant last turn. Oh, yeah, they could have ported us on our upkeep. Right, yeah. I see what you're saying. Which they probably should have done, yes. Man of Mystery David. What do you think of Rakdos Shadow in this moment? I think it is still very good. I think it is one of if not the best decks. Play Doomsday. Doomsday better than OmniTell? Yeah, but Doomsday's really hard. I think this is probably not a Teferi matchup, and it probably is a Surgical matchup. Spellcurse, I think, is also not great. Maybe we just want... kind of want to keep these in the sideboard for Cunning Wish. I wonder if Meddling Mage is good against them. We can name Life from the Loam, but I don't really think that's what this matchup is about. We can just bring in some answers for a 2020. Probably call it a day there. Yeah, that seems great. This lands? Yeah, this is lands. Our opponent's playing lands. This hand has no blue mana, so I cannot keep. This hand also has no blue mana. This is acceptable. I'm gonna put back Flooded Strand and City of Traders. Yeah. They quick 2020U. They quick 2020U. Right, but what am I doing with Spell Pierce, Jake? Especially in the draw. Spell Pierce does not seem like it does anything. So I'd rather just have Echoing Truth and Plowshares than a card that doesn't do anything. The question is, do I want to fetch now? So if I let this resolve, they can Wasteland me. So I guess I shouldn't do that. I should probably just get Island. I think Island's fine. Right, exactly. Spellbear seems horrendous in this matchup. I guess because I have this Ancient Tomb, I'm going to get Wastelanded anyway, so maybe I was supposed to let that resolve. Well, that's actually pretty good. So I can just do that, and then I can not expose the Ancient Tomb to Wasteland. They port me, and then I can slam Show and Tell next turn. It's bad if they have Caracas, but... What's up, Zichi? How you doing today? Right, that's kind of why I wanted to fetch when they tapped it, because I didn't want to get my blue source wastelanded, because I didn't have another blue source at the time. They can port me now, which I don't really care about. Ooh, they're crop rotating. I think that's fine with me. I gotta think about this. Well, so if they make a 2020, I mean, I guess we can't really just put Gristlebrand into play though, because if we play Ancient Tomb Show and Tell, we can't play a white source to plow their 2020. No, there's no petals. Impulse for Omniscience. Well, Omniscience doesn't beat this. If I can't take Omniscience because I'm just gonna die to the 2020. They're gonna get a Thespian stage, and they have mana to make a 2020 right now. What I guess I can do is I can let this resolve, and then if they make a 2020, I can yeah, no, this is good. If I don't draw Omniscience, I can just Impulse for a white source to hold up Plow. I think this is fine. Because they're not going to port me now. So I can actually cast Preordain first, right? No, that actually digs... Yeah, because if I cast Preordain, I can only hit Omniscience, because then I would have to play my Ancient Tomb in order to cast Impulse. So I guess, well, Preordain looks for Omniscience or White Source, right? So if I cast Preordain, I have any White Source or an Omniscience as outs. Well, yeah, right, but if I'm doing that jig, I might as well cast Preordain first. This is a free roll, you know what I'm saying? This Preordain is literally free to cast. And if I find Omniscience, it's just better. Alright, so now we have a decision to make. I think I'm just going to play Prismatic Vista. The problem with show and telling Gristlebrand into play is if they have Caracas or into the crop rotation, I just lose. So I think I'm just going to play Vista and pass. Because now, if they go to port my Vista, which they're not doing, just going to fetch now. Yeah, see, this is perfect. So I'll let them have a 2020. Just going to plow it now and keep just some shenanigans. You never know. Yeah, this worked out insanely well for me. You beat crop rotation. How do I beat crop rotation? They just make a 2020, untap, tap the Mox Diamond, sack the port, crop rotation, get Caracas. I lose to crop rotation. I guess I draw 14. Sure. That's fair. Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. If I hit a force, then I can just do that. Sure. But yeah, like that line just straight up loses to Caracas. I don't know if I like that. I think I like this better. This is just way safer. Now they have basically nothing. And I'm still going to get the draw 14. Like, honestly, this card's good, but I don't even know how much it matters. Otterhouse with the 4 months, thank you very much. Welcome back to the Doom Room. That is our third constellation trigger of the day. Sphere playing with chokes. I would like to cast Show and Tell. What say you, opponents? They put Valakut Exploration into play. I've already played a land this turn, so there's not a whole lot of reason to Gristlebrand now. Maybe I'll just pass. And I can still dig for Force of Will because I have an extra mana untapped. Okay. It's decent for them, but... Surgical Dark Depths. Guess I could have done that. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. That's a good point. Well, the reason I didn't want a Surgical Dark Depths is in case they had crop rotation. Because I kind of wanted to hold up, pay 7, try and find a force if they have crop rotation. I don't care about this, do I? Because I can just draw 7 and find Echoing Truth. Like, even if I found force, I wouldn't counter this. But I might as well draw 7 anyways, because I'm going to end up drawing 7 regardless. Yeah. Maybe it is worth forcing this, now that I think about it. Our mana's kind of tight. Like, I'm not going to be able to draw another 7, right? Right, but I want to make sure I can cast multiple cantrips without tapping Ancient Tomb. So if I force this, I could just play Vista, crack for an island, and cast 2 cantrips. You know what I mean? So I think I am going to force this and probably just pitch Impulse because it's the least mana efficient. I think I like this. Well, this thing deals me damage? Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Good to know. Let's brainstorm first. Ooh, we can Cunning Wish for something. Cunning Wish for Wipe Away. We can wipe away the sphere. I'm not really sure how much the sphere matters at this point, though. I mean, I'm just going to put back some lands. Like this Vista. Do we want to tag stage? We could tag stage in their draw step. Well, actually, we'd want to do it now in case they drew crop rotation, because we don't want them to crop rotation for Adepts in response. Wipe away Maze. We could do that next turn. We don't have to do that now. But we could do that next turn. I wanted to play this so I could shuffle away the bad cards, but let's actually do that. Let's Surgical the... Yeah, let's Surgical Depths now. And then next turn we can go City of Traders, Wish, Wipe Away. They have no more depths in their deck. So they only have 2. I'm playing 2 Dark Depths? Okay. So how can they kill me? I mean, this thing does damage to me, so I have to be a little bit cognizant of that, but... And pass. Oh, well, they were F6'd, so got them. We take those. It was the old F6 check. The old F6 check. Gets it every time, chat. I mean, even if they didn't F6, I still think we're in a pretty good spot this game, so. I wastelanded my ancient tomb. Okay. They don't want to draw those cards. I guess now we can't Wish and Wipe Away in the same turn. So they're probably going to port this, which is fine. I think I'm going to Wish in my upkeep. Nah. No, this is actually fine, because if I find for Wish... Yeah, no, I don't think I should do that, because I can play the city and hold up the Wish. Okay. So now we just win if we find Omniscience. So I guess I will pay 7. There is no Omniscience. Maybe that was greedy. Do to get past the maze. We have Wipe Away in our sideboard. We also just find Emrakul, though. Like, if once we cast Emrakul and attack with it, that just beats the maze. I think I'm actually going to play Flooded Strait here in case there's some weirdo reason that I want to plow my own Gristlebrand. Wipe Away is 1 turn in there at 33. Yeah, well, yeah, it's just the Emrakul beats it. I'm actually going to Ponder here. I'm just looking for either Force of Will or Omniscience. Not really looking for those cards. Okay. I might actually want to end step bounce this. Let's play City of Traders. I'm just going to pass. Oh, I guess we could have just put Emrakul into play. Yeah, that's fair. That is a fair point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to discard one more card. Let's get a second brainstorm. Do you have a mana trader's code? I'm signing up again. I want to give you credit. Yeah, if you follow that link, you should be good. Okay, choke is fine. We have a bounce spell for that. Oh, they can't cast it. Never mind. That doesn't do anything. I do take a damage off this, which is a little scary. Maybe I'm supposed to keep that plow. And before Glacial Chasm. That'd be good. So they're going to tap my city. I think I'm going to let that happen. Bouncing Exploration was reasonable. I guess they can't cast it, true. Let's brainstorm, see if we can find another bounce spell. Found an Omniscience. What can we wish for? Not a whole lot. I think we can put one of these cantrips back. Maybe the Impulse? No, the Impulse digs pretty far. I guess we could take one more damage, right? No, because if we take a damage, we die to a fetch land. Because then this thing deals us 2. So maybe we're not supposed to take a damage here. So maybe I put back Seagate and... Well, actually, no. If I'm not taking a damage, I should just put back the 2 fetch lands. Yeah. And then I can impulse them away. There we go. Now I can ponder. Just looking for show and tell at this point. I'll shuffle that. And pass. Chilled has a bigger Sid energy than me. Chilled's got all the Sid emotes. If they cast Sphere, I'm just going to let it resolve. I don't think I care about Sphere. Life from the Loam targeting Catacomb Stage Wastelands. I also don't think I care about that. They're going to Wasteland me. Oh! Ooh, maybe I should have countered that. Right. That didn't actually kill me, right? Well, I guess I can just counter their crop rotation, but... So I got a 1 here? Oh, I just die, right? Oh, I screwed this up. I forgot about this. This card is... I don't know, I just... Card's good. Yeah, because I get... If they cast the crop rotation, I go to 2, but they only have 1 card under this, so... So now I got a 1. Expiration Choke is why I keep Spell Pierces in. Yeah, that's reasonable. I might actually lose this game. Just kidding. Beginning of your end step, okay. Beginning of your end step. Whew. What a game. So they can keep the exploration. Right? Let's let go. But then I can just wish for a wipe away and bounce it. They didn't... Why aren't they amazing that? I don't understand. Why didn't they maze that? What is happening? Mistakes were made on both parts. Just gonna throw that out there. Mistakes were made. Yeah, I don't really understand that. I screwed this game up pretty badly, but... Amazing it did nothing. Well, it wouldn't have gained me 7 life. But I guess, yeah, I guess it didn't matter. I don't know. I guess they were dead either way. But yeah, that was round number 1. That was... We messed that up a little bit with the Valakut Exploration. I'm not used to playing against this card, so I have to learn that a little bit more. But appreciate you tuning in, and we'll be back for round number 2 in just a bit. Alright, everybody, we're back for round number 2 with our OmniTell League. Playing against Brian Cook, so they're probably playing some sort of Storm deck. And I believe this hand is a keep. We have a couple Spell Pierces, we have a Force, a Cantrip. We're just really missing a Show and Tell, so I think I'm going to keep this hand. Playing other decks. Really? Okay. Maybe not Storm, then. I still think regardless this hand's a keep no matter what they're playing, but... Not the best draw. I'm supposed to fetch for basic land in case they're playing Delver. Play around Stifle, but... Looks like Delver, actually. Interesting. I certainly don't care about Tarmogoyf, so I'm not going to fight over Tarmogoyf. I really would like to find a non-City of Traders land, though. That is very awkward. Very, very awkward. I don't think there's a reason to main phase the Impulse, because I can still pay for days regardless. So I'm just going to pass. They're going to Wasteland me. I'm going to Impulse in response. Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily know that jig, though, so we're going to try and play around it to the best of our ability. Flooded Strand. I don't really think Cunning Wish does a whole lot for me, right? I guess I could get a Plow. But if I'm taking Cunning Wish, I don't have a white source. I should probably just take Flooded Strands. Okay. The list that I copied did not have an intuition in the sideboard now. Which, maybe that's incorrect. Maybe there should be one. Alright, let's play Strand to play around Days. Cast Preordain, looking for exactly Show and Tell. Am I okay with keeping another cantrip here? I think I am. I think I should probably keep Ponder, right? Top the Ponder, bottom the Brainstorm, Island Ponder. You want the Brainstorm? Well, maybe. I mean, I want to cast the Ponder now. These are not good. Okay. What decks have you tried to so far besides this? This is my second league, Smurf. So just oops the first league and then this. All right. So there's a Show and Tell. Problem is we don't have anything to go with it. I still think it is worth casting right now, though. We have another Force of Will. We do not. Cast Preordain. Bottom, top. Ooh, I like that. Have we played a land yet? We have not, right? We did. We played City of Traders, so I can't play this fetch lands. I guess I do keep the Brainstorm first. Brainstorm into the Impulse, put back 2 bad cards, Impulse away the bad cards. Alright. We did it, chat. We successfully did it. Did the thing. Yes. Doomwake wins. Alright, somebody smarter than me tell me how I sideboard against Delver. If at all. Just kidding. Maybe Swords? 2 Plows, 1 Flusterstorm. What do you not like? 2 Plows, 1 Flusterstorm does make sense to me. Teferi, Impulse, Preordain. Yeah, Teferi's pretty sus on the draw against Daze. And then you're just shaving cantrips. Would you rather keep... Yeah, I guess Impulse is also not the best against Daze. I guess I could buy that. Smurf minus bad cards plus good cards. Good assessment. Yeah, blast you. That's fair. Alright, we are on the draw. Sand has some cantrips, a Spell Pierce, some lands. This hand doesn't get wastelanded, which I like. I think I'm going to keep this hand. What's up, Twin? Hope you're not playing Shark Typhoon. No, I'm not playing Shark Typhoon. Don't worry. Bring Besiju in on the... Oh, I forgot about Besiju. I should have brought it in. You don't like it on the draw, though? I am playing Eco Baronin's list. Is that a bad thing? I just copied the highest placing list. Easy shuffle. Ooh, Teferi's not bad. No idea, Jose. Absolutely no idea who could have possibly won the Legacy Mox. Thank you for the bits, though. Ooh, we drew a Plow. How should we sequence this? We could Brainstorm, put back the basic planes, and then fetch for the basic planes and Plow their Delver. How do we feel about that line? You just want a Plains Plow? You don't want to Brainstorm here? Oh, I guess you don't want to get dazed. So if they daze us, we can just pierce their daze. Yeah. You want a Plains Go? Really? I kind of want to Plow it now, so that they can't untap and just be able to pay for Spell Pierce. They could just float, daze me, and then I can't... Well, I guess they couldn't daze me anyways, but... But if they like, for some reason, force this, I want to be able to pierce the force. You're more scared about Arcanist. That's a fair point, too. So if they don't play Arcanist, we can just end-step Plow it and move on with our lives. Right, but I don't want to jam Teferi next turn in the daze. Like, I don't plan on playing Teferi next turn, if that's the thing. So I think Plains Go is actually fine. Because there's no possible way I'm jamming Teferi next turn. Unless I maybe draw Ancient Tomb, then I might jam Teferi, but... Also, like, exposing Ancient Tomb early to Wasteland is not great. They revealed Brainstorm, kind of whatever. Alright, easy take 3. They're just passing? Huh. I mean, I still think I'm down to plow this. Or we could just Impulse. How do you feel about Impulse here? You want to plow? I kind of, like, don't care if this gets dazed. But at the same time, they might... Okay, they didn't fight over that. That's fine. We'll untap. Move on with our lives. I mean, we're just chilling here. We're just chilling, making land drops, setting up. Like, I think I'm just going to play land go again, honestly. End of turn Impulse. I have Blast. Yeah, that's fair. They might. I think I'm just going to pass. True, that's fair, because they didn't have a lands, they wanted to wait. Or they were just trying to bait the... the plow out. So I think I should Impulse first, and then potentially just force this. This might be worth fighting over. Well, we should just Impulse first, right? Or you want to pitch Impulse? I guess we could pitch Impulse and then just Brainstorm. So we pitch Impulse, they force, we pierce. It's not bad either. Yeah, Brainstorm is definitely better than Impulse. They have a land? Are we that upset, though? Oh, you mean pitching Impulse. Yeah, maybe. I think it's worth fighting over this. I could have actually just pitched Teferi. Because we don't have land 4 anyways, and I still don't want to jam Teferi in the days. Maybe that was better. Maybe just pitching Teferi there. Yeah, well, I mean, if we know we're going to fight over this, we might as well just wait. Because then we could just get more information on the Brainstorm next turn, you know what I mean? Well, now we can just cast Teferi. What if we just Teferi plussed? How good is that? That's got to be good, right? Play this untapped. You want a minus. Do we think they have Pyroblast? It's possible they do, and they just missed their land drop, and they felt pressured into going for it. Think they cut all the bolts? I guess I could buy that. Yeah, they probably trimmed. Not bad. We take those. Yeah, see, this is much better if they have Blast, for sure. And it is possible they have Blast and they just felt like, because they were missing a land drop, they felt compelled to try and jam this because they didn't want to just take a million turns off. Surgically my Force of Will. I guess that's fine. Sure. Brian isn't on Stormwood, is this? Yeah, we said the same thing. It's kind of crazy. So now they Surgical that, Pyroblast at Teferi. Oh, they don't have Pyroblast. Okay. So they're just dead to Show and Tell. We should probably Brainstorm here first, right? Yeah. Chat, we did the thing. We've successfully done the thing. Yeah, is Brainstorm a good card? Can somebody tell me? Why did we fight over the Dreadhorde Arcanist when we were going to jam Teferi next turn? Well, we didn't know we had a land. So the thing is, because I didn't know I had a land, I wasn't necessarily 100% jamming the Teferi. The only reason I jammed Teferi is because I drew a land, right? So, like, let's think about it from this perspective, McCarty. If we don't fight over, like, if we don't fight over the Arcanist and then don't draw a land, we let Arcanist resolve, then we kind of are priced to jamming into Teferi to try and bounce the Arcanist. They daze us and we lose the game. Right, exactly. So we're just playing that game. We're just like trying to mitigate the risk. Is kind of what we're trying to do there. But yeah, for those of you on YouTube, thank you for watching. That was round number 2. That was a pretty fun match. I think that kind of showcased the power of this deck, the power of Brainstorm, the best card in Legacy. And I'll see you back for round 3 in just a bit. All right, everybody, we're back for round number 3 with our League with OmniTell in Legacy. We are on the draw, and we have a hand without lands. We're going to mulligan. And this hand has a turn to Show and Tell, so I'm going to keep and put back a Spell Pierce. Let's go. I want to say that my opponent usually plays Depths. I got you, McCarty, no worries. All right, let's see what our opponent is up to. We're going to ponder on turn 1, looking for Cunning Wish, Gristlebrand, Emrakul, things like that. It should an F6. Discards Calling Garden, so almost certainly playing Depths. So Thoughtseize. Cabal, Therapy. So typically in the dark they would name Brainstorm here, or Force of Will, depending on their hand. You figured out a way to not record the music for YouTube? Yes. As of right now, they name Show and Tell. Some Pepe Suspicious in the chat? Can I get some Pepe Suspicious in the chat? Opponent, if you're watching, hello, how are you today? Hope all is well. Yeah, they just blind name Show and Tell. Interesting. Did they blind name Show and Tell? This is game 1. Am I in for another Preordain? Or a Preordain? Probably not, right? I think this is just bad. We have no odds, right? Because we don't play Lotus Petal. Yeah, looks like we're dead. Unfortunate. Might have been the stream earlier, but Dad is ghosting. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't know, it's just hella sus, obviously. Alright, so we want Plow, Echoing Truth. House of Mana coming in hot with that raiding party of 28 lovely people. Thank you very much for the raid, House. Hope you had an excellent stream. House Raiders, we are playing some Legacy Show and Tell. We're currently sideboarding against Green-Black Depths. And I assume Spell Pierce is not good? Is that all I want to do? -4 Pierce, +2 Plow, +2 Echoing Truth. Keep 2 Pearson over what? Like Impulse Preordain? It's Crops and Scrying. I guess it is better on the play. Yeah, we can do that. We can just trim an Impulse. When in doubt, trim like some of the weaker cantrips. Pierce is okay against them, though. I could buy that. House, you missed it. Our opponent blind, turn 1, named Show and Tell with Therapy. You'll love to see it. This is Hogak Depths. What? How do you know it's Hogak Depths as opposed to... Oh, because they showed Colony Garden? 4-1 and 2-3 with Heliod Scales. Deck feels gas. Nice. Well, Therapy's not necessarily a giveaway, right? Because I would imagine that to all the depths... I guess all the depths decks don't play Therapy. That's fair. Yeah. I was going to say Arcopian Enchantress in the blinds. Nope. We had the turn 2, and then we didn't have the turn 2. Unfortunate. I think I should keep this hand, but I kind of want to just play Vista Pass on turn 1. What are our thoughts on Vista Pass, chat? So we can Spell Pierce a potential discard spell. Definitely keeping. Sand's great. Their creature plan is annoying? Yeah, but I think we can beat their creature plan. Because I can't imagine that their creature plan races are even turn 3 show and tells, as long as we find it off this Preordain, you know what I mean? I guess we need to find a show and tell and a business spell, but... That's true, yeah. If they go, like... What would we even force on turn 1 that we couldn't pierce, though? Like, I guess if they played, like... Land, Petal, Hexmage... I still don't think I'd force it. Should I pierce that? We found show and tell off Preordain. We would force any discard. Oh, you're saying on turn 2. I kind of don't think I care about that either. You want to force that? Why? Do I really care about this? Maybe I should have. Oh, well. Cool, good choice, yeah. Bottom. It's not good. Not good. I mean, I think this card's just too slow most games. You know what I mean? Although, maybe it's a little different now that I didn't have, like... I needed too many pieces. I think I'm just gonna pierce that. Do they know any cards? No. We just want to let it happen. Alright, I guess that's fair. Well, I mean, it depends on what they have. Like, I don't know if they would necessarily name Force. They name Omniscience cast for status confirmed. Yeah, they would never name Omniscience over Show and Tell. They name Show and Tell. Okay. Take one. So they're going to sack this and probably name Force of Will. I think I still... I mean, I guess I just, Force... So what would I have to do to win this game? If I force pitch Pierce, draw Show and Tell, put Omniscience into play... Yeah, that's pretty good, because then I can have Force back up. I think I should force this, because they're going to name Omniscience, right? Yeah. Pitching Pierce is bad if they have another discard spell, but... You wouldn't Show and Tell next turn. What if they draw a discard spell, though? Well, didn't matter anyways. I don't know, I should not have played that lane. I should have played Tomb. So that I could play City the turn after and have Hardcast Force up. But I don't think it's going to come down to that. I think I'm just dead. They didn't activate Reclaimer? What? Why would they just sack this and get a Depths? That is wild. Oh, they just had it in hand? Sure. Alright, we died. Little unfortunate game one. We got Blind Therapy on turn one when we had a turn two kill. And then that game we just kind of... I don't know. The draw didn't pan out. I think we kept the fine hand, but... anyway, for those watching on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back for round number 3 in just a bit. Alright, everybody. We're back here for round number 4. Currently 2-1. We're playing some Legacy OmniTell. This hand is 6 lands and a preordained, so we're not going to keep that. And what do we have here? This hand's a little slow. Not sure what Daryl's playing. I think I'm inclined to keep this and just put back Tundra to player on Wasteland. We can just fetch basic planes, Impulse a couple times. Yeah, I guess. That's fair. I don't know, it was a little frustrating. Island go. Caracas, Mother of Runes. Can live with that. Let's go Strand, pass. Thalia. Thalia's an issue, so we should probably Impulse looking for a Force of Will. I think I'm just going to get basic planes. Because there's some chance, like... Let's say I don't find a Force of Will, this resolves, I draw Ancient Tomb, I get Teferi. Yeah, it's not even that good, but... Alright, let's cast Impulse, see where this leads. You would get Tundra? Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. Maybe Tundra's better against the port. Well, now I guess we just take... this is tough. They have Caracas, which is an issue. I guess we just take a land and try and spike Omniscience? Oh no, but Omniscience isn't good because they have Thalia. This is tough. But I still should take the land, right? No, I know I need that, but I probably should still take the land regardless. Ooh, they're attacking with Mother of Ruins. Now if I draw Ancient Tomb, I can maybe bounce the Thalia, although I don't think it would be that good. Alright, well now I get to Impulse again, which is kind of okay. Although they might just have Flicker Wisp. And if I Show and Tell, even if I hit Omniscience off of this, they put in Flicker Wisp. Should not be good. Alright, well now I'm definitely getting an island. We'll cast another Impulse. Okay. So if we take Ancient Tomb, we get ported. And if we draw Omniscience, then we should be good to go, right? I have to take an Ancient Tomb, because the rest of the cards are bad. They ported the Plains. Makes sense. I guess I can cast a 2-mana Preordain. Again, just looking for Omniscience. I have time for this other Preordain. Think bottom both. Yeah, I'm not sure I have time for this other Preordain. I think I should try and bait the Wasteland with this, though, right? Is that worth it? Like, I actually would kind of rather them Wasteland. Like, let's say I don't play this, and they draw a second port. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Maybe that's stupid, but... Like, now if they draw a second port, they can't cut me off blue. So, like, they can double port, but then I can just go each... Like, if I... Like, let's say they draw port, they port 2 lands. This is fine. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess now they can get Flicker Wisp. I don't know if we can win anymore. Skyclave, I don't care about that. I think it's Skyclave. Must already have Flicker Wisp in their hand. No, that means they probably already have Flicker Wisp. I guess I just pass again. This game is looking dicey, though. I guess I could have played Thalia or Teferi there, but... What's up, Benny? Should have gotten Prelate. Well, Prelate or Flicker Wisp, one of those two. But that means they probably already have one of those in their hand, right? Which means we probably can't win. Still have not found Omniscience. S. McCarty, 313, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Now they can just double. Yeah. They're still targeting the white source. I'm surprised they're not porting our 2 blue lands. Alright, cast Bonder. Shuffle. Or are they not hitting your blue sources? I'm not sure. Ooh, Reptar with a song request. What you got? Hit me. Thanks for the stream, dude. Heading out. Thank you for tuning in, McCarty. Appreciate it, buddy. What you got for me? Okay. Let's go to Spotify. Boom. Reptar song requests. You never know what you're going to get with the Reptar song request. What do I think of taxes in Modern? I'm not a huge fan. I do not like taxes. We are dead on board. Alright, well, we cast a lot of cantrips, never found an Omniscience. That's unfortunate. How many bits for an SR? Trying to think of what I did the last time. It was either 1 or 200. I think I did 200 the last time. I don't remember. I thought it was 200. It was 400, but then I gave you an extra one, Chilled. Cut all Spell Pierce. Yeah. Spell Pierce is bad, for sure. Spell Pierce, Impulse, this. What else do you want? Cut all Spell Pierce, +2 Truth, +2. Oh, you want to bring in the White Boy and not leave it in the board for Cunning Wish? I guess you probably don't have time for that, huh? If we're doing that, what if we just cut a Cunning Wish? Keep it an Impulse. I actually kind of like that. Cunning Wish seems really, really slow against the Thalia deck. I understand it's a win con, but sometimes Impulse can be too, and Impulse also just helps you find your land drops. The Taxus can be a new tier 1 in Modern now. I don't know, I've just never been impressed by that deck. I'm not really a fan of a bunch of mopey white creatures. That's kind of not my MO. So one lander, but we do have a bunch of cantrips, so we can just get a basic island. I think it's close. You had Mulvis? Think it's a trap? Why do you think it's a trap? Like, we have enough cantrips where I think we're going to be able to hit our land drops. I'm going to keep it. I kind of want to try this hand. I could be wrong, but... I just think that we have enough cantrips to make sure we hit basically all of our land drops. And we basically already have 2/3 of the combo rolled up, so we're only missing one combo piece. So we just need one combo piece and a couple lands, which I think is pretty easily attainable with 3 cantrips. Like, I don't think that's unreasonable to ask. Our opponent is choosing whether or not to mulligan. What does Force even do? I guess just a Force Thalia. Alright, Outer House with the song, or not Outer House, Reptar with the song request. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Damn, I messed up. Feels bad, man. What you got for me, guys? If I would have someone who has Sublime as a troll sideboard card. Is it really a troll, though? The card has a lot of text. Third time's the charm. Well, we found 2 lands. So that's good. I guess I will do it like this, because I want to draw both the lands for sure. There we go. Gasman figured it out with the 200 bits. Let's go. What you got? What do we have here? This isn't some TOS stuff, is it? Need to find a force this turn and the combo. Well, we have 2 more cantrips, so... This is your dad, bro. So what are we supposed to cast first? We know there's a Preordain on top, which we don't want, right? So I want to say we're supposed to Preordain first. Yeah. Question is, do we keep this Ancient Tomb? I don't think we do. It's close. I think we don't want it, though. That is not great for us. These cards are just bad, right? The Plow doesn't even do anything because they have Mother of Runes. I guess I could keep the fetch land because I have Brainstorm, but the second Brainstorm isn't great either. Yeah, I do think we need to find a Thalia or a forest here. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, maybe I was supposed to mulligan. I don't know. I feel like having 3 cantrips. I feel like I'm a decent favorite to find something that I'm one of the 2 pieces that I'm missing, right? Because I'm missing a Force of Will and an Omniscience, and as long as I find, I guess like. Yeah, I don't know. Like if I find either of them, I think it's good. I guess they could just also not have Thalia. Maybe they're wondering about not playing Thalia and they could just put the Thalia in when I show and tell, but... I don't really care about that. Assuming I find Omniscience, which I did not. Should I Impulse main phase? Or should I just pass? I definitely don't want to expose this land to Wasteland. Well, is there really a reason to main phase? I guess if I hit 4 lands, then I would just take a land and play a land. So that's like one reason to main phase it. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm just going to take the land, because Brainstorm is awful. Plow doesn't do anything against the Mother, so I guess I'll take the land. Alright, guys. Thank you for the song request, buddy. That was a banger. Sanctum Prelate. I feel like I'm dead. I think I am defeated. We're just locked out, right? I guess I could have brainstormed in response to draw 1 card and maybe hit Force, but yeah, we're locked out now. I guess we could draw. No, I can't draw Echoing Truth. Yeah. Yeah, they also just have a 3-turn clock essentially. I don't think we can win this game anymore. We're gonna pack it in there. Little unfortunate. I thought the hand was fine with 3 cantrips. We kind of just bricked off, honestly. Like, we cast 4 cantrips and didn't find a single card that we were looking for. We looked at a lot of cards that game, but I thought the hand was fine. But yeah, I think this matchup is not great, but is what it is. 2-2. We'll be back for round number 5 in just a bit. Alright, everybody. We are back for the 5th and final round of our league with Blue-White OmniTell in Legacy. We're on the draw. How do you feel about this hand? This hand is kind of sus. We're on the draw. Maybe it's okay, though. I mean, we have Brainstorm. Usually you just keep every hand with Brainstorm in it. Yeah. Ashok says this hand is bad, so it must be good. Ooh. We're getting belched? Is that what's happening? Well, I mean, I don't have a counterspell. Looks like we're getting belched. If only Magus was here to watch us get destroyed by Belcher. You think it's lands? Nope, not lands. They discarded Land Grant. They passed, though. So I assume I'm supposed to ponder here because ponder looks at 4 cards, brainstorm looks at 3, and I need to find force of will or I'm dead. So let's cast ponder. There is no force of will, so I will shuffle. Unless we assume that we're going to get another turn, which I'm going to assume that I'm not getting another turn, so... There we go. We did it. We did it, chat. We have successfully won the game. Feels good to draw the force of will. You disagree? Well, I really don't care that you disagree. You would have just cast Emrakul? Lands is kind of free win. Well, they're not lands. They have a land grant in their graveyard, so... They're not lands to win. Imagine playing land grant in your lands deck. It makes sense though, right? Land, grant, lands. It literally has the word land in its name. Why wouldn't you play land grant in your lands deck? That's just good deck building. So if I let that go, they could make 8 goblins. Do I care if they make 8 goblins? You want to force this. They have 2 cards in their hands. What's the worst that could happen if I force this? Next turn they draw to 3. Yeah... It's fair to bounce Chrome Mox. It's true. So what, you want to force pitch Impulse? That's fair. Just daze it, lol. Cunning Wish. Your turn. Should I end of turn brainstorm? I think I should, right? Yeah, I think I should end of turn brainstorm. Just to give me another shot at trying to find force. Yeah. You would have sorcery speed the brainstorm. Why would you sorcery speed? Oh, in case you find a cantrip. Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. Not the best. I mean, we can just put back this Emrakul, because Cunning Wish does the same thing if we draw Show and Tell Omniscience. And then I guess the Island? The question is, are we brainstorming again? You don't think so? I'm just trying to think if, like, we bounce this, they have 4 cards in their hand. I guess it's not likely that we die. Yeah. It's very unlikely that we die next turn, I think. Get this Chrome Mox out of here. Okay. Not playing around Wasteland. Not playing around Wasteland indeed. Oh no, are we dead? Did I die? I think I might have died. Uh-oh. Oh, 6 goblins? I think I can beat 6 goblins. Let's brainstorm first. Okay. I think I can play it a little slow here. I think I can just plus here. Yeah, I want to get the maximum value out of my cantrips. So let's plus play this Vista so we can shuffle away the brainstorm. I guess we can just shuffle Ponder now, right? And then hold up Impulse. That's probably fine. I'll shuffle that. S. Unfortunately, we don't have any answers to... Oh, no, we have Echoing Truth. So we can, yeah, we can even just Cunning Wish for Echoing Truth even if we brick. Just kind of not that bad. Let's take a Ponder. Okay, well, we didn't brick. We did not brick, chat. Islands, I thought this was the Doomwake stream. Yeah, well, it's like it's islands, but it's not really islands. It's like cheating islands, you know? It's kind of islands. Alright, what are we board against? Char Belcher. Probably don't have time to Cunning Wish for this, so we should probably bring this in. Maybe bring in Echoing Truth? I'm not really sure what's bad, though. I guess Teferi's not great. I could just cut Teferi, right? Why are we running a green card? Good question, Ashiok. That's because we could cast it off of Omniscience once we show and tell Omniscience into play. I think I'm going to cut Teferi. I think Teferi is just a little too slow in this matchup. Like, it was decent that game, but Echoing Truth kind of does the same thing, and it also answers empty tokens. Oh, yeah, Meddling Mage, duh. True. Alright, what are we cutting for Meddling Mage then? Maybe we don't want Echoing Truth? Could do that. Does this look good? This probably looks okay, right? Yeah, let's roll with this. We can keep the truths on the sideboard to be able to wish for if they empty. This hand is no good. I would consider keeping a no-lane hand if it had force, but... Well, they went to 6. I think I have to go to 5. Even if they go to 5, I think I can't reliably keep this hand. I do have turn 2 Meddling Mage. There is some consideration to keeping this hand. They did go to 5 for what it's worth. They're on Belcher. They're on Belcher and they went to 5. This hand's actually might be kind of close. This hand is bad anyways. Yeah, what are we naming with Meddling Mage? Probably Burning Wish, if I had to guess. Alright, snap keep this. I think I'm just going to keep 2 forces, Cantrip, Show and Tell, Island. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm keeping double force. That's happening. I mulligan to 3. I mulligan to 2. I sense a concession here. Ooh, we're playing it out. Two cards. You said you don't want to cast Ponder? How about now? Now I'm casting Ponder. Kind of want to just keep all that. Preordain. Bottom, top. Guess I could have kept that show and tell so I have an extra blue card. Oh, well, that's gas. I guess I will top both of these, right? Do we think they have something that they can put in with Omniscience? Or with Show and Tell? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. We can put in Belcher? Yeah, right, but then I just kill them. Top win, I'm so good at Legacy has been called. Yeah, that resolves. Oh, but now if they put in Belcher, they can kill me. Maybe I should have forced that. Right. Maybe I was supposed to force that. Good point. Shoot. I hadn't thought about that. Oh, did we even... I guess we have bounce spells. Like, if we draw in... If we draw Cunning Wish, we can just get Echoing Truth, bounce this, and then cast Show and Tell. Yeah, no reason to rush. Just chilling. Yeah, I just should have thought about it a little bit more. Of the fact that if I cast Show and Tell with the Lion's Eye Diamond in play, they can just kill me. Yeah, they're just not going to do anything, but... I also find it pretty hard for me to lose when I have two forces, so... Like, we can just take our time. We can just chill. I think I'm not even going to cast this Impulse, honestly. What'd they reveal? Well, they revealed their hand. Tinderwall, Echo of Eons, Veil of Summer. Okay, so we have that beat. So they're going to go for... Yeah, so we just force, pitch Impulse. They go for Echo, we force pitch Omniscience, and then we just Show and Tell Gristlebrand into play. Yeah. Alright, they're not going to go for it. Sure. Well, you're definitely dead. The coast is clear. We got a Tinderwall, though. A free Tinderwall. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see the free Tinderwall. Saints are losing 13-3 in the second quarter. Alrighty. Another 3-2. Beat Belcher in the last round. Yeah, deck felt pretty good. We ended up losing to... What did we lose to? We lost to... Death and Taxes and Black-Green Depths. I think Death and Taxes is a pretty bad matchup. I think we got a little unlucky against the Depths deck, but overall, deck felt pretty good. And thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.